Anyway, let's jump into tomorrow's action because we have a somewhat of a day game, 3:00 in the afternoon. Oh, sorry, Bieniek. Eastern Illinois is in Little Rock, Arkansas, where the Trojan men are laying 12.5.
Oh God.
What? It's a big ass number. I will lock up Eastern Illinois.
Oh man.
It's too many fucking points. It's just too many points. I know they've lost 7 straight. But Little Rock's won 5 straight. Everyone's going to place a bet on Little Rock. EIU's got a cash. What are you doing?
Is this a makeup game?
I don't know. Maybe.
Monday after it's just so random because the OVC usually doesn't play on Monday. Yeah, I'll go on EIU with you. They haven't won in forever, and Little Rock just won 4 in a row on the road.
There we go. It's just 12.5 is a little too steep. A little too steep. Little Rock may win. Yeah. Next up, we have another game that I feel pretty good about. Troy is laying 11.5. The only thing is they're coming off the rivalry win.
Yeah.
I think watching that Southern Miss Louisiana game the other night, I was like, man, both these teams are ass. But they are coming off that rivalry win. Troy is against South Alabama, but I'm still going to lay it. I'm going to lay the 11.5. And on a Monday card where I'm looking for wagers, I'm like you, Clark. I will lock up Troy.
I think I agree with you. I'll lay with Troy. Let's bet him. Let's go.
Let's go.
I think they're playing really well.
Shout out to Justice Perfect. Colby, you're the best. Just listening to you gets me out of my depression. Hey, there we go, man.
There you go.
Anything we can do to help, you know. I'm serious. Like it's good to know. I mean, I get messages. We get messages from time to time. I can't say daily, but I'm saying from time to time. And to think that a couple idiots making picks can have an effect out there in the universe. Hey, that makes me feel good, man. I'm glad to hear that we can have some sort of impact. Bethune-Cookman. Oh, stop it. We're going to Lorman, Mississippi. This is a smash spot. Bethune minus 2.5. What are you doing here?
I like Bethune. I think that they're the better team. I'm not going to bet this one. It stinks. It stinks.
Oh, you're making a mistake. Shout out to All Right giving us $20. Let me buy more crypto. There we go.
There you go.
All right, it's back, I hear. Penn State is at Michigan. Bieniek's talking about going to this game. Michigan's laying 8.5. After the way they got beat down the other day. But is Mike? Do we wake up tomorrow morning and Mike Woodson's fired? Is that possible?
I don't think so.
I will lay the number with Michigan. Mac?
I'm going to lock up Penn State. I don't like Penn State is a team that'll get in your ass defensively, and Michigan likes to turn the ball over to Noah's point. So I think Penn State needs this game too. I mean, they're coming off a loss where they were right there to beat Iowa. I think everybody will hop on Michigan thinking the bounce back angle. Michigan wins by 5.
Bieniek, you got a lock here, it seems like, huh? You're going to the game. I hope you do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to this one because it is a little bit of a lighter Monday, and there's 2 great games later on in the night, so I feel like I might be able to get away with going to this and not missing too much action. So, and I think it's a great spot. Mac, he's going anti-great spot here for once, but Penn State has had a couple of chances to try to right the ship here in the Big Ten, but they're 3-6. They lost 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6 in the last month here. Cocktail Napkins got the Wolverines -12. I know the turnover issues are a gigantic problem, and they have been all year, but Michigan, when they tend to win these games, they are by big margins. That's one reason why the computers and metrics love this team. And I feel like tomorrow is one of those games. There's no look ahead here after. And like Colby said, you just got your ass kicked by Purdue. You're either bouncing back or the season's over. So I kind of want to be there in person and see what we've got. So yeah, I'm going Michigan, locking up.
I'm gonna bet this more than likely, but I'm gonna wait until they go to play this. I want to see which way the line moves, and I also want to see. I mean, is there any chance that Woodson really is fired tomorrow?
No, I don't think they'll pull the trigger in late January.
Battle.
Yeah,
you guys got a battle. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to join the fucking battle now.
We are.
I'll convince you, maybe, Colby. Both of these teams top 50 in the country in tempo. Penn State has actually sped it up with Rhodes this season. And I just think if you play at Michigan's pace, Michigan's more efficient. Again, turnovers in the half court are an issue, but making threes are not an issue. And with the 2 7-footers, it's tough for a lot of teams. And I think that what
Penn State's also covered 4 straight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What, Mac?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm on board, Bieniek. Let's go. Bieniek, Dundee, lock it up. Michigan -8.5. Battling Mac, who's on the Nittany Lions +8.5. All right, next up, fucking Holy Cross is heading across town to Boston. BU's laying 3.5.
This is always a good game.
Yeah, last time they played, I believe it was in their tournament. BU won by 10 a season ago. This is on CBS Sports Network. Live cracking the case from the Case Gymnasium. I think Holy Cross is the better team. I'm going to take Holy Cross, and I think if you bet this, just take the +150 on the money line. What are you doing here?
I'm on the other side. I think I'm going to lock up Boston at home. I think Boston's better than Holy Cross.
Is this 2 hours away? Why did I think? Maybe I'm just full of shit. Anyway,
Terriers.
Why did I think it was like 15 or 30 minutes outside of Boston? Moneyline Mac, locking up the Terriers. Next up, Houston Christian, formerly Houston Baptist, is heading to Hammond, Louisiana, where Sela is laying 6.5. Get the fuck out of here. Houston Christian plus the points. Sprinkle some on that +220 money line. You don't change horses midstream, Mac.
This is a good game.
What are you doing here?
Both teams, to your point, are red hot here. Coming into this, Houston Christians won 3 in a row. Sela's won 6 in a row. I'm on Houston Christian again. I think we get a 1-possession game. Yeah, I'll lock up Houston Christian.
I actually, and I like Sela's team, but I'm saying I think Houston Christian is actually better. They've been more impressive, like on eye test to me, than Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, I think Sela's got more size, but yeah, I mean, Houston Christian has looked apart over the last couple of weeks.
Let's go. Double lock on Houston Christian +6.5. Sprinkle that +220 money line. Let's go. Next up, Grambling is heading into Pine Bluff, Arkansas, to the H.O. Clemens Arena. Grambling is 1-10 on the road. Meanwhile, Pine Bluff 3-2 at home. It's a tough place to go into.
It's great.
Grambling's laying 6.5. Pine Bluff, they played last a year ago. Pine Bluff won by 16. What? That's enough for me. Pine Bluff's lost 6 in a row. Give me these Golden Lions to cover this number. What are you doing here?
Why's that line so big? Grambling's been terrible in the right. I guess it's right. Give me the points at Pine Bluff. No bet.
South Alabama is laying 12.5 at ULM, and I will lock up South Alabama minus 12.5. Last year when South Alabama wasn't nearly as good as a year ago, they put it on them, I believe. And ULM's trash. And I believe the fact that they just lost to Troy, it's a good spot for South Alabama to put it on them. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll join you here on another big one. So we're laying it with Troy and we're laying it with South Alabama. We'll chalk here tonight.
Let's go. It wouldn't be a Monday without Nazis on the card. Nicholls, the Nazis, are heading into Edinburgh, Texas, taking on the Mexicans. They almost did a deal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this part of World War II. Are you familiar with this?
Hitler and the Mexicans? Yes.
Yeah, Hitler reached out to the Mexicans, and the Mexicans gave it consideration, and then they said, have a fucking margarita, dude. What the fuck's going on? Relax. All right. We just like to have a good time. This is a great game. This is a great matchup. I'm excited to watch this. Is this the best game of the day?
Potentially, yeah. Well, I mean, Iowa State and Arizona.
Yeah, that's true. But for like the mid-major ranks, though, this one has me a little excited. I do think, man, this is a tricky one because if memory serves me correct, this game went to didn't it go to multiple overtimes last year?
No, they haven't played. You're thinking of another team.
Oh,
because they're new to the league.
Oh, you're right. But okay.
I will say before you give your pick, I don't know if they're looking past Rio Grande because they are a bigger athletic department there, but McNeese is next for Nicholls.
That's enough for me. Give me the Mexicans to take care of Hitler at home in Edinburgh. Mac, what are you doing here?
I think Hitler's going to deport the Mexicans here. I'm going to lock up Nicholls. They've lost 2 in a row. Tough loss to Corpus Christi on Saturday. I think they get a split here on the road. Let's go.
Now let's do battle. I want to watch this game. Hey, let's put some money on this fucking thing. I love Mexico. All right, and they're great people. Great food. I mean, that's one of the things I miss most about not being in California. God, the food over here is just not the same. You know, Mexican food's fucking great. Yeah. Anyway, good battle there. I'm excited about this battle. Florida A&M is in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson State's laid 8.5. Florida A&M is on a winning streak. They've won 3 straight games. What in the fuck is happening here?
First year head coach. So maybe they're buying in.
I mean, they were down 20 to Alcorn or 17 or something.
Yeah.
And they stormed back and won. I still have to take Jackson here. Give me Jackson minus the points. No bet.
I kind of want to bet Jackson State. I think it's a sell high on FAMU here. Playing a much better team, top tier team on the road. I'll give me Jackson State. Lock it up. Buddy.
I don't know what's going on, man. He's been dry heaving a lot lately.
You
all right, buddy? I think Muddy Waters just like to say hello to the chat personally.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'll take Jackson State here. No bet. IDub is in New Orleans. IDub's laying 3.5. All right, why are we not betting?
Lost 6 in a row.
Let's take IDub, dude.
I mean, come
Let's
on.
take
These
IDub.
motherfucker's got to win one of these games. New Orleans has to be the one, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's take IDub. Double lock on these Cardinals. I mean, New Orleans has played better too, though, to be fair. They've been looking a lot better the past week or so. But give me IDub minus 3.5. I just think they're a much better team. Shout out to Mike. Yeah, on the FCS show when I was recording from the hotel room, Muddy did bark twice on the on 2 dog plays, and both those dogs hit. Music maker. Yes, my dog is named Muddy Waters after the legendary blues musician. If you haven't checked out his music, Led Zeppelin stole it all. I'm serious. I mean, Led Zeppelin's great. I love Led Zeppelin, but I'm just saying a lot of their songs are from Muddy Waters. A few, at least. Iowa is in Columbus, Ohio.
This is a lock.
With the points, right? Yeah, I'm with you.
Faye Diebler is a favorite.
Yeah.
Iowa
plus 8.5 in Columbus. Lock it up.
Penn State hasn't played since the Purdue game, have they? No.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fat and happy here.
Clark, no, not Redman's album, although I love that album. Big Redman fan. One of the best live I've ever seen. But no, it was more so themed after the it was fitting. He had gotten in the mud. I picked him up from a shelter outside of like kind of on the Arizona-California border. And he had been in the mud. And then when I got in the car after picking him up, now granted it was like this is 10 years ago, but back when I would listen to, what was that app? There was like an app where like it would select what you like. It wasn't I can't think of it. It's not Spotify, but it was like some music app, but it would play it. Got in the car and it randomly selected Muddy Waters. So it was he had been rolling around in the mud right outside. So I was like, fuck. It was
Pandora?
perfect. Yes, Pandora. That's what it was. Thank you. Look at this guy. Is that still around?
Yeah.
Pandora? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Normally I would just play my shit, but I don't know. At the time I was, I guess, fucking around with that. Double lock on Iowa. I feel pretty good about it. McNeese is in Corpus Christi. What is this number? McNeese is laying 7.5.
This was a hell of a game last year. Remember this game? The buzzer beater?
I think
Can I throw my pitch to you guys?
I hope it's on Corpus Christi.
So Mac and I talked about this in the preseason in one of our TCE trims episodes when McNeese released their schedule. And Mac and I were convinced, they're probably not going to run the table in the Southland. So you got to pick a stretch in the Southland Conference to try and leverage just college basketball at its finest, taking down a really good team compared to the rest of the conference. This is the second game of a 3-leg road trip. And this is like a college baseball bet is what I pitched to Mac back in October. You avoid the first day of travel because Rio Grande, was a whack team coming into the Southland. It's like still a game that you probably want to get up for. The middle game and the third game are the sleepy ones, in my opinion. And I think you just go half unit on the money line in both of these next two, Corpus Christi and Nicholls. I think they drop one of these two because you look at the rest of the schedule here, and specifically let's talk about road games because that's the ones you can probably predict that's where they'll drop the game. I don't think they're going to drop a game in Lake Charles. The other road games, they have a back-to-back with New Orleans and Southeastern Louisiana. They could probably do it against Southeastern Louisiana, but I don't see New Orleans doing it. And they have a back-to-back with Lamar and Stephen F. Austin on the road. I think that one's the other back-to-back road that you could maybe do this. But I prefer to do it with Corpus Christi. I think that's the second best team in this league, and they've fucked with McNeese in years past. I think the Islanders are a money line shot tomorrow. I don't really like the spread. I don't want to lose 2 bets in one day, but give me the money line plus 240 Corpus Christi.
Dude, you buy the insurance. That's the point. You buy the insurance. That's the point. If you lose 2 bets one day, you can't win. But I'm going to join you and lock up Corpus Christi. I think this is a game.
Yeah. I mean, last year, Corpus Christi hung in with McNeese both times. So I think McNeese probably finds a way out of there, wins by 3 or 4, maybe 5. But, yeah, let's go Corpus Christi, home dog here on Monday.
Triple lock on Corpus Christi. Ride the waves. Shout out to Music Maker, whose last dog was Sun House. May he or she rest easy. I love all that. All that. Sun House is, if you don't know, blues music, Delta blues musician. All that Delta blues shit is fucking incredible. It's highly encourage people to go check all of that shit out. Anyway, next up, Northwestern State's in Beaumont, Texas. Lamar's laying 3.5. I think this is a good game, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Lamar minus the points. No bet. I think this is actually going to be right around this number. Mac?
I'm gonna bet Lamar. They escaped the other day. Thought they didn't play well. Northwestern State's been on the road. Got the win at Stephen F. Austin. Second leg of the road trip. Give me a Lamar here. I'll lay it.
I'll join you. Let's go. Double lock on Lamar in Beaumont, Texas. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
This is a triple lock. Throughout the season so far, Northwestern State has not been that great on the road. They're coming off an overtime win against Stephen F. I think this is a little bit of a letdown spot. Lamar has had some stumbles in conference play recently, 2 and 3 in the last 5. I think this is a Lamar spot. So I like the Cardinals tomorrow on a day that I don't have a lot of bets.
Triple lock on Lamar. Let's go. All right. Texas Southern is heading to Montgomery, Alabama. Take on the Hornets of Alabama State. They won by 1 a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
In a game that had 111 points. The over-under's at 145.5. Are their offenses that much better? Maybe Alabama State's is top 200. But give me Alabama State minus 2.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's on the SWAC Digital Network. Yeah, give me Alabama State.
No bet.
Nah, I think it comes right down there. 1 possession game. Southern.
Oh boy. is at Mississippi Valley State, where they won by 24 a season ago.
So bad.
The line is 21.5. But let me tell you something about Valley State. They are 2-3 at home. I repeat, they are 2-3 at home. Southern's won 6 straight.
Could be 7 after tomorrow.
The 2 wins are against Mississippi University for women and Oakwood.
They're really bad.
I'm going in, guys.
You're crazy.
I'm going in. Valley State plus 21.5. Southern wins by 18. Let's go. Who's coming with me?
Dude.
There's gold in them there hills.
Lay it. Lay it. I gave them the death penalty after they could not cover against FAMU. That is a death penalty offense to me.
Valley couldn't even cover this number against 2 NAIA teams. The women, they only beat by 17, and Oakwood, they won by 20. Couldn't even cover this 21.5 point line that they're getting against Southern.
They only beat the women by 17.
It's just a good spot. It's the second end of a back-to-back away for Southern. They have Alcorn and Jackson State on deck, which to Southern I think is kind of big games for them. It's the spot. It's the spot. Coming back?
No. Lay it.
The Chinese food restaurant. All right, some beef and broccoli for your ass right here. Texas A&M Commerce. Heading into Naga. Not gonna watch this game.
Oh, don't do that all in a row. You idiot.
What are you talking about? Is that you're saying I'm making fun of Asians? Is that what you're implying? No, I'm citing Office Space. All right, I'm fucking citing Office Space. This is a problem with these people these days. They just assume everyone's being racist. Everyone just assumes without conversation. You got to have conversation. Commerce is catching 8.5.
We should call our shot. Commerce first league win.
Oh, I like it. It's too big of a number.
Yeah. The fuck is Stephen F? Stephen F's terrible. They couldn't even win the 1-game coaching bump game.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Commerce outright. First league win.
Here's that beef broccoli for your ass, Bieniek. All right. Bieniek, I was actually telling my wife about you the other day. Do you eat Chinese food, Bieniek? Because I'm still taken back by the I don't eat fish.
I eat Chinese food. I like chicken.
Fucking Kavanaugh over here. I like chicken. I like beer.
I'm flattered that I was in conversations with you and your wife.
Well, I was just talking about how. Remember we went to that sushi restaurant?
Yeah.
Did you order like fucking chicken tenders or something?
No, I
order?
got a it was a steak. I got a steak.
Yeah. But wait, you don't like it? Do you like? We got to dive into this a little bit. You don't like if someone brings some salmon to you? No, you don't fuck with salmon.
Well, you have to remember too. Like that was what day 4 of the trip, and I was shitting my brains out. Like the water goes through me. I don't know what it is. That was the second year in a row in Vegas.
I don't get brain man cold, but they're counting down.
And it has defeated me both times. So, yeah, seafood was not, going.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I thought you said you just don't eat seafood.
Well, I don't, always eat seafood, but I mean,
It's a fucking Dos Equis commercial, but when I do, it's fucking swordfish.
But yeah, it's just the water. I don't know what's in the water, but
yeah, we don't know what's in the
when
water
you
either out there.
when you travel, I don't know what happens, but it happens to me quite a bit. I don't know. I have no answer.
So, but you actually, so if your mom cooks fucking salmon or something, you're on board though.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't love it. I'm not going to go.
I think I was sending bad Noah propaganda to my wife. I was like, this fucking guy doesn't eat any seafood. We're at one of the best sushi restaurants probably in America. At least from like a ratings point of view. Maybe there's some, and this guy's ordering a goddamn, I thought it was chicken tenders. I guess it was steak, but still.
Yeah. It was cheaper steak. I'm not one to go and order because it was on somebody else's dime and somebody that doesn't even work with SGPN, I believe. I wasn't going to order like a $50 steak. It was like 26. So
yeah,
it was on the cheaper side and it was good. So I would do it again if that was how I was feeling during the week.
Mac, how do you feel about the sea life? You eat fish?
Seafood. Yeah, I like seafood. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
doesn't go through me.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're in Richmond. You're not far from the fucking ocean.
Oh, I
know. We say all that to lock up Texas A&M Commerce. That was our game breakdown. Talk to me when Rothstein does that. All right. Shout out to John Rothstein though. I saw him post having a beer the other day.
Yeah.
There we go. There's some edge to him. And I love it.
Go Bees. I specifically said because it was not on the company. A friend of Sean and Ryan's picked up the bill. So
no, we were paying for it though.
I thought.
I think we fucked with you. I think we fucked with you. No, but I'm saying in general, that was like a beautiful accident, right? Someone else did pick up the bill, but that was not on purpose. We thought we were picking up the bill.
I thought the way that Sean and Kramer had described it to me was that, what's his name? Dalton. He likes to take him out for a meal whenever they can and just catch up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of an accident. I know him. It was just kind of like this time you pay, we paid last time, but I mean, we didn't put any pressure. He just did it. You know what I mean? But anyway, because
SGPN picks up the meals
it's right off Uncle Sam. Yeah. That's what I was saying. You order away, you get all those chicken tenders. All right.
But that's why I went out of the way, to go Beeves. He's like, you go big. I was like, it was not company time. That's why I did.
David Matola has a question for you, Bieniek.
Did crayons come with the steak? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I got a whole coloring menu and everything. Crossword puzzle. It was great.
Next up, Prairie View is in Huntsville, Alabama, taking on A&M. A&M's laying 1.
Yeah.
Alabama A&M is laying 1 here. Give me PV. We should bet PV, dude.
What's your logic?
I've watched a decent amount, and I know A&M is 6-13. I'm sorry, Alabama A&M is 6-13, but they've lost 4 straight. And when you break down those wins, it's Mississippi Valley State, which they didn't cover. They only won by 12, right? Then they somehow did beat Coastal Carolina, which is very confusing. But their other ones are Fisk University, Oakwood, and Arkansas Baptist.
Wow,
I think Prairie View is a better program. I really believe they're just a better program. Now, I'm not guessing, Travis. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. PV, I think over the years has actually been decent. I do think this is a down year for them, but I still think they have better culture than A&M, Alabama A&M.
I think I like Alabama A&M the spot the more I look at it because they just played 2 home games and were right there to win both those against Southern and Alabama State. I think I'm going to stay away.
I'll take
betting
PV.
it?
Yeah, I will.
Let's go.
Let's go. I didn't get heated. I just know what I'm talking about. I'm not guessing. We watch college basketball every fucking day of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So excuse me if I say, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I don't care if you listen every night. We watch every night. Anyway, next up. Pussy Pack is heading into Durham, North Carolina, catching 21.5 points. We should bet NC State.
I agree. NC State is plays Duke well. I mean, shit, they beat him in the ACC title game and the Elite Eight. I know it's a different team, but they also didn't they beat him in Cameron last year too?
15-point game.
Yeah.
10-point game.
It's too many.
8-point game.
You're paying a lot to bet Duke.
Double lock with the Pussy Pack. Let's go. Let's go.
What is Duke at Carolina? Oh, Saturday.
So UNC is next for Duke.
Yeah.
Duke didn't play NC State in Cameron last year, but they won by 10 the last time this game was played in Cameron. Duke won. So,
yeah,
should always be a home and home. How did they miss that? I guess they have 1,000 teams.
Yeah. When you have a 18-team conference and you play 18 conference games, you only get one team you play twice. So Duke's always going to play Carolina twice.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that Notre Dame game where we took Notre Dame and the points at Duke. Notre Dame lost by what, 11?
Yeah. I think Notre Dame's a little bit better than State.
Yeah, agreed.
But still, it's just a big number and it's in States across town. You hear about that shit all season, you know? So, yeah, let's go. Travis says you suck and you don't hit shit, buddy, but it doesn't matter because I win because you listen every night. All right.
He's trolling.
I know. He's a fucking jackass. All right. But I appreciate him. All right. Cause I wasn't even that mad. Just saying. I watched Prairie View basketball over the years. Towson is in Boston taking on Northeastern. I kind of like this Northeastern logo that I found.
Oh yeah.
Jumping over the goddamn. Oh no, I was saying just the logo. You like Northeastern as a spot. I like Northeastern as a spot too, but the logo over like, it looks like New York City. Like it's fucking Friday the 13th, the one where they punch the guy's head off. I think we load up on Northeastern, buddy.
I do too. I like this Bill Cohen team. Got a nice win on Saturday. I think that they sweep it here on the homestand, and Towson's won like 5 or 6 in a row. I think they drop one here. Let's go, Northeastern.
Double lock on these Huskies. Let's go.
It was a big game earlier too.
Next up, Battle of LA. Hey, the Big Ten does still do some good games.
Pac-12 still does some good games.
Right. UCLA is in Los Angeles, downtown LA, at the Galen Center. I struggle with this one for a little bit here. I kind of think USC is the play.
Yeah.
What, Mac? What are you doing here? I think I've got I was kind of thinking we should bet USC. Am I crazy?
No, I'm loading up on USC. I like what I've seen from them under the Must Bus recently here. I think they're playing a little bit better basketball than UCLA. I know UCLA's won 3 in a row, but I like the way this USC team's playing. I'll take them again at home. Go Trojans.
Let's go. Double lock on USC. Bieniek, I see you here. Are we doing some battle?
No, I like USC here too. This is a triple lock. Cocktail Napkins got USC favored by 2. So I think the wrong team's favored here. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I think it's a matchup of styles. Is USC and specifically in conference play has really liked to run so far, top 3 in tempo in Big Ten so far through, I think, 9 or 10 games for most of these teams. UCLA is varied in their tempo, and when they kind of get sped up, a couple of these games have gone in against them, and they do have the win against Wisconsin, 85-83, but that was I'm going to chalk that up to the West Coast trip for Wisco there. I like USC. I think they win this game.
Triple lock on these Trojans. Just fact checking something right now. I was scouring the net here because I was curious. I could be full of shit here, but I believe recently, the home team has done pretty well. At least in covering, I believe it's UCLA still won 5 of 6, but it's been 1-point wins, like multiple overtime games.
Musselman's first game against UCLA, for what it's worth, too.
Yeah.
Musselman, Cronin, small guys.
Yeah. Triple lock on USC. Let's go. After that, we got probably the best game on the board here. Iowa State heading into Tucson. Shout out to David Matola. He's going to be doing whippets in the parking lot. Hit him up pregame. I'm on Arizona. I think Arizona is going to win this game. Iowa State, to me, I don't know what the fuck the final 3 minutes of that game in Tempe was. Credit to them, but they didn't look amazing that game. Down the stretch, they did make the plays, and I also thought Arizona State quit. But give me Arizona here. What are you doing here?
I'm going to battle you. I'm going to take the Cyclones. Better coach team. I think that they come out here, grind this thing out, go 2-0 on the Arizona trip. Let's go Clones.
You pulled that one out your ass the other night. I can't wait for the revenge. In the battle, Dundee on these Wildcats, Mac on these Cyclones.
Tommy Lloyd game.
Say what?
Tommy Lloyd choke game here.
Well, I mean, it's anytime I take Arizona, you should be weary. But
like game, yeah. This is Tommy Lloyd's special joke job.
All right, that's the whole fucking slate right there. Top plays of the night. Bieniek?
I'll go with Lamar -2.5, Michigan -7.5, and USC +1.5. The other bet I have tomorrow is that Corpus Christi money line. So,
I'm gonna go Troy. Actually, I'm seeing 10. I'm seeing 10.5 right now with Troy. Get on over there. Against Southern Miss. I like Troy and South Alabama to drill. Basically, they just played. And then the third game would be. I can't put the pussy pack as one of my best plays, but let's go with Houston Christian to continue on this journey for us. Do you like Northeastern though? To Clark's point, Mac, where are you going?
I like Incarnate Word again. We'll go back to that well here. I like Commerce. That was another one I liked to get Stephen F. getting that big number. Then the third one, I like USC against UCLA in the late games.
There we go, folks. That is our show. Noah Bieniek on Twitter at NoahB77_. Oh, Mike wants a parlay. Follow Noah though on there. Check out the college baseball experience. We just dropped the SEC preview and the ACC preview. Check them out. The season starts in what's like 18 days. So jump
Big
on over
12
there.
coming up this week.
What are we doing parlay wise? Let's give a parlay out for the people.
What do we agree on?
We agreed on USC. We had 3 triple locks, right?
Yeah, USC, Corpus Christi,
Lamar.
Yeah, those 3. And is there another one that? What about Bieniek? Do you think Iowa will cover the 8.5 at Ohio State?
Are you guys worried about Ohio State parading the national championship trophy?
Ooh, that is a good point. But no, I just don't think that's a big number.
still like the points.
Yeah. How about Texas A&M Commerce plus 8.5 against the Stephen F. Austin team that scores like 40 a game?
I agree with that one.
Yeah, I would take the points there.
All right, there you go. Add that to it. So what is it? It was Commerce,
Lamar, USC, and Commerce, Lamar, USC, and Corpus Christi.
Yes. All right. See you at the winner's circle. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Check out the Ryan and Rush show. Also check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show. What time tomorrow?
6:00 Eastern.
Game
Every
time.
night.
There we go. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Follow if you want. And also youtube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
On the street, then tip your hat his way. You'll know just where he's headed and which game he's gonna play. He's a sharpshooter gunman and always aiming high. To win any gunfight, his limit is the sky. We're the gunslingers on San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. And when we're away, we do in our job. We're keeping law and order at home and abroad. Gamblers and outlaws, you better step aside. Our motto is to shoot 'em up and bring 'em back alive. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio.